Hey guys, welcome back. Illusion here with you like always, and I'm bringing you another video on AE2. I'm going to call it How to Automate the Inscriber version 2.0. So a while back, I guess a week or two ago, someone challenged me to make this system over here that I did more compact. And of course I said, yeah, I would give it a try. So here we go. So here's the new system that I made. Basically I took that and shrunk it down to a 3 by 3 by 4 block tall little system. So let me go over it with you. The green channel, we have 4 of the multi-part inscribers and 4 of the import buses. So that takes up all 8 channels of the green line. And you can see I'm having to use these cable anchors just a little bit to smooth everything out. And then on this side over here of the controller, I'm using it to have the processor. And then let's jump up to the red channel. So the red channel is coming off the top, and the red channel solely operates the putting it all together inscriber. Now you also notice that I've actually rotated this. See if I'll just put it on the ground so it doesn't mess up the system. But if you can click on it with a wrench, you can actually rotate it just like that. Pretty cool. So on what would be the bottom side, I have it exporting silicon with a craft chip. On the back side, I have it exporting redstone to go into the middle slot. And on the top side, what would be the top side, but it's actually the left since it's rotated, I have the interface with all 3 of the patterns. And then on the very top piece, which is the import, which sucks it back into the network. And then of course I got a drive over here, but you can see I had to use the cable anchors, but cable anchors are so cheap, it's really a non-issue. But basically I was using the cable anchors to keep it compact, but also not running out of channels. So I'll show you how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and request a logic processor. And there we go. You see it, should see it craft up there. They'd be sent to the top one. Doing its thing. And sucked back into the network. Pretty neat. There we go. And you can see it'll go ahead and process another silicon chip, which is down here, and sending it up here, since we do have that craft chip installed to always keep silicon ready. So pretty neat system. It was kind of fun to put together, but I like how compact it is. I'll give you just a little quick tour. But I think this is about as compact as I can get it with having a one intact system. Now if I didn't have a controller here and I didn't have a drive here and I didn't have the crafting unit, probably could get it just a little bit smaller, but this is probably about it. I mean, compared to this over here to that. It's pretty neat. Alright, so while I was playing with this, I decided I was going to play a little bit more. And I built a couple more demos over here. Now unfortunately, these 2 did not come out like I wanted them. They're not 100% working, but they're almost there. So I'm going to go over them with you, just to kind of give you some ideas. Even though this one and the next one are not 100% functional. So what I have here is 4 inscribers over here. So these are the 4 inscribers to make all the pieces and parts. What I have is a transfer node shipping out diamond, gold, pure, and silicon. And then over here have filter pipes to import them into the back. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And then I have a retrieval node looking for all the printed pieces. And you can see these 2 on the side and these 2 on the side are running the retrieval node to import them back into the chest. Alright. Now over here I have another transfer node exporting items out of this chest and over here. And then again I have filter pipes bringing in each of the items into the particular slot it needs, and then a transfer node to export it back out and send it back to the chest. So it's not bad. Over here, I played with it a little bit more. I tried to use barrels. This system is actually not working as well as it should. I can't seem to get... we could do a small test run of this. So let's do 5. I think that's the right one. No, it's not. In fact, it's still stuck from where I left it. So you can see the diamonds get sent off to this first inscriber right here. They get pressed down, and this retrieval node over here sucks them up and brings them back to this chest. So the problem getting right here, you can see, is this silicon right here is for some reason not reaching this last inscriber. I have it set up all right, correctly, and just not sure what's going on. You can see I have it set up, but not sure what's the deal there. So that comes into this chest right here. You can see where I was testing it out, and then this transfer node ships it all out, very similar to that one over there. But the problem you get here is if you have too much stuff in the buffer of the transfer node, for instance right here, even though I put some printed silicon in here, it's not actually putting this printed silicon here because it keeps the redstone in the buffer. Now if I take the redstone out, you see what I mean? So you wouldn't be able to just dump a whole load of redstone in here just to kind of keep the system going without it backing up. So there might be a little bit of refinement that I could do to this. In fact, if I just take all the redstone out, you can see it's still hung up. So if I take out all this, then it's probably going to go to the gold. Right. So this system's a little bit more complicated. I could probably refine it a little bit, but yeah, the one way that I could do it is if I had retrieval nodes. Alright, let me grab this filter right here. And tell you to filter out printed silicon. That should work, which it did. But since these retrieval nodes are a little bit on the expensive side, needing 2 ender pearls and emerald and then 2 transfer nodes, I don't know. I don't know if that system's worth it to make it work correctly. So last and finally is a system that I built that I just fantastically love right now. So I have all 5 inscribers. I have just a chest here. Let me just show you how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump in a stack of everything. A stack of silicon, a stack of diamonds, a stack of gold, a stack of pure, and a stack of redstone. And you can see this system just runs through the whole different lots and brings it all back to this same chest. Pretty neat. So let's show you the back side. So I can imagine this in a wall, and you can have this flush against the wall. So all we have is just Ender IO conduits back here. Very, very simple stuff. So let me show you what's going on here on this one. So this is an engineering press with diamonds. So if I click on the little plate right here, we have 3 different modes of using these conduits. We have an extract, an insert, a disabled, and an in and out. Well, there's technically 4, but I'm not counting this disabled. So what I'm telling it is I put in a basic item filter, which is very cheap, paper and a hopper. I'm telling it to insert diamonds in here with the filter. And then I'm telling to extract without a redstone signal and send it back to this chest. Just like that. You can see them sitting there right there. And on this one right here, again, I have it in and out, but I don't have any filters. Basically, I'm using all the filters on the actual blocks themselves. So what's this one right here? So your silicon. Again, same principle. Silicon, and then extract without a redstone signal. Not bad, huh? I'll go turn some lights back on here. And then on the very last and final one, I have inserting the 3 circuits. On the back side, inserting redstone and extracting the finished product, since it needs to come from the middle slot. And on the bottom, which I don't have open right now, is I just have it exporting the silicon. And you can see with the supplies I put in there, I'm not doing anything. I can just let it run. Now I'm going to take this process a step further, but I just wanted to kind of show you how it works. Put that there. You can see we already have 4 logics, 1 calculation, and that. So by doing this, I can't really control what exactly is going to come out of the finished product, but I can fix that. So let me take a quick break, and I'm going to show you how to do a little bit more automation with this system. Come on. There you go. And these are just conduit facades. Just like that. Nice pretty wall. Okay, be right back. Alright, I'm back. So just did a little bit of playing. So now I added some ME system to it. So if I say, you know what, I need a logic processor. Craft one of these up for me. Step over here. See the gold down there. Gold and silicon go. They get shifted over to the final Inscriber. Gets pressed, imported, and there we have it back in our network. So let me show you what it did. Very, very simple actually. So I have an interface on a chest, and what I have set in here is basically if I tell the system that if you put 1 piece of redstone, 1 piece of regular silicon, and 1 piece of pure Certus quartz, you will get back a calculation processor. And I did that for each one of those 3 patterns. Then on here on this import bus, I specifically labeled to only import the final product. And then again, just hooked up that I/O cable, I/O conduit to the back of the chest, and it's still the same system that I just showed you. We just add a little bit of automation to it, because let's be real, you're going to have all your stuff in a ME system, most likely. The days of storing it in chests, those days are over. So if we can kind of tie in the AE2 with this very easy to set up and compact system with Ender IO, why not use it? So I really like this system. I think it's very streamlined, very smooth. It does look a little cluttered back here. I will say that, but that's partly because I just threw it together very quickly, and I could really, honestly, I could really do it much prettier if I chose to. Let's see, energy acceptor and a controller. So I'll run some. Run that there, and if I grab a piece of conduit, which I probably don't have anymore, not that one. You see, it already looks a fair amount less cluttered, but you could probably. Let's say if there's a wall in your base, you could probably have it within 3 blocks deep into the wall. So that's it. That's it for this video. Just wanted to show you some more playing with AE2. I know we spent a little bit more time on this one than the other ones, but this system is easy. It's easy to explain, and that Excuse me. It's easy to set up. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll be glad to answer them. If you have any other mods that you want me to try to automate it with, I'll be glad to give it a shot. Again, I apologize if I sound a little crappy. I've been sick the last few days, and but I still wanted to try to get some content out for the subscribers. So I will see you guys on the next one.